Mark, the rates came down for like 2 hours. It's now a good time to buy, right? Not necessarily. Hey, what's going on, everybody? It is Mark with My Front Range Living, and we are talking about the July 2024 Colorado Springs real estate market update. And yeah, rates did come down a little bit last week. That's true, but the reality of it is these numbers are going to be way more telling than just a few hours of a rate decline. You just want to know, Mark, what's going on here in the Colorado Springs market? Now, I realize maybe that you saw that we did not do one for June. That's because my super awesome friend Amber was not available, and I'm not great at recording without her. So here we are with July, and it's pretty telling. As we do all the time, want to disclaim, this is for the Pikes Peak MLS, the entirety of the Pikes Peak MLS, not just Colorado Springs. So keep that in mind as we go. But let's hop into it, single family. So new listings. New listings here in Colorado Springs went down from 1667 in June to 1640 in July, and that's way up from 1464 in July of last year. What we're seeing right now is sellers being a little more cautious. So again, new listings went down. So if you are a buyer in this market right now, you're probably seeing the same recycled listings over and over and over, and you're going to have to pounce pretty quick when anything new comes on the market. Now, sales kind of match that. What I thought was really interesting, though, was there's only a 12 home swing in all of this, and that's for this year, last month, and last year. So in July this year, we sold 1,127 homes. June, 1,115. So just 12 house difference. Now get this, July of last year, 1,119 homes sold. So it's pretty flat. Sales seem to have been flat year over year, month over month, and I think we're going to continue to see that trend. More on that in just a little bit. Average sales price. This has been the trend for the last several months of 2024. Average sales price went up from $564,400 in June to $571,100 in July. Huge jump year over year. July of 2023 was $540,400. So you're talking about a $30,000 jump year over year in average sales price. What that means is home values continue to inch up. Now, it may not necessarily be on your home. Maybe you're finding something different, but the reality of it is home values are continuing to increase. So median sales price flat month over month, $499 in June, $499 in July, but way up, way up, $27,000. $472,000 was the median sales price last year, $27,000 higher this year at $499. Now get this, total active homes, and this is something that we have got to keep our eyes on because it's going to tell us what buyers are doing. It's going to show us the trends of what's going on in the buyer's mind. 3,273 homes total active right now in the Pikes Peak MLS at the end of July. That's up from 2,974 in June, but way up, 2,254 in July of last year. That's a 45% jump, 1,000 units more this year available than there were last year total. That's a big deal. That means that buyers are backing down. They're taking their time to see what's out there and exploring what their options are, especially as home affordability kind of shifts a little bit. I know that we like to talk about rates, but as insurance goes up, people are looking at seller concessions or even rate buydowns to try and get into the home that they want. So that's the single family side. Let's take a look at condos and townhomes because let's be honest, those are a little more affordable these days. And when I say that condos and townhomes have a tendency to be more affordable, it is just a tendency because you have to understand, on top of the prices we're about to talk about, it's important to understand homeowners fees, insurance, all of that stuff continues to add to the monthly payment of these. So while condos and townhomes do have a tendency to run lower from a price point standpoint, they can actually cost you the same as a single family home by the time you factor in HOA payments. Enough of that nonsense. Let's talk numbers. All right. So new listings for condos and townhomes, following that trend, down from 279 in June to 246 in July. Now that 246 is up from 224 July of last year, but still not a whole ton of change in that new listing as we saw on the single family side. Sales followed that trend of not a whole lot of change either. 145 in July, down from 154 in June, and down from the same time last year, July of 2023, we sold 160 units. So a 20 unit swing, not a huge difference in the overall scheme of things, but let's talk average sales price. This did not follow the single family trend. Average sales price went down in condos and townhomes month over month, $392,800 in June to $381,400 in July. Still way up from last year when it was 364.6, but the reality of it is we're starting to see a little bit of it leveling off there on the average sales price for condos and townhomes. Median sales price, not as big of a swing, 365 in June, 354.9 in July. Pretty sizable swing from this time last year when it was 342.5. So about a $12,000, $13,000 per unit difference there on median sales price. Again, total active homes, like we were talking about, this total active gives us an idea of where buyers' minds are at. 596 total active condos and townhomes. That's a pretty big number, larger than we've seen for quite some time. That's up from 574 in June, but a 97.5% increase from this same time last year when only 302 condos and townhomes were active in July. So you're talking almost 300 units, right? Almost 100% increase in total active homes. Again, buyers are being a little more cautious. They're pumping the brakes. They're trying to see what their options are. It's not the feeding frenzy that it had been over the last 4 years. Oddly enough, days on market really hasn't moved that much. It went from 36 to 32 to 34. We're in that 30 to 40 range, somewhere in there. You might be finding that different if you have your house listed right now on the market. Some houses are sitting out there longer, but like I said, buyers are looking at the same recycled listings over and over. So when something hits that meets their criteria, they're jumping on it, right? And so if it's only out there a day or two, that's bringing that average days on market way, way down. Hey, as always, we hope that you found value in today's content. If you are thinking about moving to the Colorado Springs area, you can go in the description of the video below and you can download that relocation guide that we have for you. That's a free resource for you. It just gives you a better idea of what areas of town might best fit your criteria as you are moving to the area. And you can also check out our website, myfrontrangeliving.com. There's a link to that in the description as well. And hey, if you want to reach out to us here at the My Front Range Living team, our contact information is right down there. And you can always hit us up at Amber or Mark at myfrontrangeliving.com. Hey, as always, thanks so much for stopping by. We look forward to seeing you soon. Have a great day.